So the problem today is that we live in an age where we are constantly bombarded by advertisements and promotional campaigns, and it's really difficult for organizations to be able to communicate their value to customers. And we believe that we can build the next generation ad platform that solves this exact problem. And how we plan to do this is by leveraging the interconnectivity of devices and cloud services. So our project today entails all these components. We have something called beacons that broadcast advertisement data about products and services. We have an iPhone that picks up these beacons. We also leverage the power of the Amazon Alexa to aggregate all this information and present it in a structured manner to the customer. So the current use case, for the sake of the hackathon, is one where we have taken restaurants into consideration, and we plan to use BLE beacons to transmit data about food deals that restaurants that you frequent or walk or are geographically close to can communicate to you, and then when in your leisure time you can leverage Alexa to have that information about food deals presented to you in a very structured format in your comfort zone. So now Pramod will take you through the architecture of our system, and then we'll have a quick demo of our project after that.
Hey guys, thanks Shantanu. So this is the architecture and this is the design. So like Shantanu said, we couldn't get a real Eskimo beacon working. We couldn't get an access to the device. So we emulated that on an Android phone. So what it does is the Android phone sends over beacons over Bluetooth low energy, and while you're strolling over the city, say San Francisco, and you get all those beacons in an iPhone. And for the demo purpose, we have the app as a foreground, but in reality, in production, it's going to be a background app. You shouldn't really know that the app is running. Of course, it's going to be taken as a permission from you before you can start up the app. So now, once you start collecting beacons, in the background, it's going to send all the data to a cloud service that we have hosted in an Amazon EC2 instance. So it's a Spring-based REST API that collects all these data that is sent by the iPhone, and the REST API, it really processes the data and then pushes the data to a DynamoDB. So the DynamoDB it's basically a NoSQL data store that has a key and a value. So it's suppose they're sending various information like lunch, breakfast, and dinner, and we can have the key as lunch and various lunch options as the values, and so on for dinner and breakfast. And now when you go back home, you really want to know what are the deals that you collected, right? And you ask Alexa, so Alexa, what are the deals that I really like? What did I collect today? So the lunch deals are going to be fetched from the background app. This is a Lambda, AWS Lambda. So this is the AWS Lambda source that hits the DynamoDB, fetches the information, and gives it back to you as a response for the question that you asked. So next we'll have the demo itself, and Manohar and Elizabeth are going to show us that.
Thanks, Pramod, for the architecture about our project. So now we are going to demonstrate. So this is a acting as an estimate beacon, sending a advertisement data to the iPhone, which is silently picking up the data over the Bluetooth, and you are able to see it is collecting some breakfast data. It is collecting about some lunch. Some restaurant is broadcasting BLE data about lunch on the breakfast category. So in the background, this iPhone app uploads this data to the cloud service, which is actually written onto a DynamoDB. So when the user goes back home, you can see like multiple categories of data were collected by the iPhone and were sent to the cloud service and were like uploaded to the DynamoDB. So now when the user goes back home, he will list the beacons he collected, and Elizabeth is going to demo that part.
Alexa, begin Beacon Box.
Welcome to the Beacon Box. Today you have collected food deals.
What are the food categories?
Here are the categories from your Beacon collection: breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
What are some breakfast options?
Here are the breakfast deals. 1. Pancakes at Fearless Coffee. 2. Waffles at Cafe Centro. 3. Bagels at Cafe Madeline.
Tell me more about 3 bagels.
Cafe Madeline is offering chocolate chip bagels for $8 for this week.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
So as you just saw, this was one particular use case of using IoT and cloud services to really be able to target advertisements and deals to customers. And of course, there is quite a bit of future scope that you can include to this project. The first and foremost being having more organizations than just restaurants. Apart from that, you can have many such improvements like providing time and GPS-based suggestions and creating a relevancy score and having more relevant recommendations for customers and